2023. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
The tongue can paint what the eyes can't see, and it is on you to let yourself be. And here comes Dhwani to set your voice free.
A voice is something that's meant to be heard, meant to be contemplated upon, but most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, acted upon.
A voice is not just your words that others can hear, but it's also the intuition that none but you can hear.
It's because Sir Aryabhatta paid heed to his voice that day that we have millions and billions with its zeros today.
And it's because a CA once voiced his thought about a conference that day that we have such an intimidating crowd gathered here today.
Aspiring chartered accountants like you and me are the ones who shape the country, build the country, and celebrate the country.
We belong to a profession that strengthens us and humbles us, while it inspires and, most importantly, intimidates others.
And hence, charters, here we are today witnessing Dhwani, a conference that aims at empowering CA students and teaching us to pay heed to the voices within, without, and beyond as well.
It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you as the master of ceremonies for this prestigious professional event. I, Swati Maitreyi,
And I, Aditya Mandot,
are here with immense pleasure of guiding you all through what promises to be an enlightening and engaging experience over the course of this 2-day mega event.
and we are truly grateful to all the dignitaries here today for taking up such precious time out of your busy schedules. I now request CA Tupad Virupaksha, the SICASA chairman of Bengaluru branch of SIRC of ICAI, to escort all the dignitaries on the dais. I also request SICASA Chairman of SIRC, CA Chengal Reddy. Vice Chairperson of SIRC, CA Geeta AB. Central Council Member and Conference Director, CA Kota S. Srinivas. And SSEB Chairman, CA Mangesh Panduranga Kinare.
We now request Sahana Lokesh, Vice Chairman, and Tupad Sir, Chairman of SICASA, to present bouquets to the dignitaries present on the dais.
A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now the time to invoke the blessings of the Almighty by way of an invocation song through the Dhwani of our very own CA aspirants. So give a huge round of applause for the coming up CA aspirants.
Check, check. Check, check. Check. Check, check.
जय देवा जय देव जय देव श्री गणपतिराय जय देव श्री गणपतिराय जयकारक भयहारक जयकारक भयहारक ओंकारक जय देव श्री गणपतिराय जय देव श्री गणपतिराय सानि धनि ध मग मगरि सनि स ग म ध नि स सानि धनि ध मग मगरि सनि स ग म ध नि स सानि धनि ध म सानि धनि ध म सानि धनि ध मग मगरि सनि स ग म ध नि स जगदंबೆಯ ಮೈ ಮಣ್ಣಲಿ ಮೂಡಿದ ಮೂರುತಿಯೇ ಮೃಗಧರ ನೋಡಿದ ಮಾಡಿದ ಬೇರೆ ಆಕೃತಿಯೇ ಜಗದಂಬೆಯ ಮೈ ಮಣ್ಣಲಿ ಮೂಡಿದ ಮೂರುತಿಯೇ ಮೃಗಧರ ನೋಡಿದ ಮಾಡಿದ ಬೇರೆ ಆಕೃತಿಯೇ ಚಿಗುರಾಗಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ದಿನ ದಿನ ಶ್ರುತಿಯೇ ಚಿಗುರಾಗಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ದಿನ ದಿನ ಶ್ರುತಿಯೇ ಹಗಲಾಯಿತು ನಿನ್ನೆನಪೆ ಸುಳ್ಳಾಯಿತು ಮೃತಿಯೇ ಜಯ ದೇವ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿರಾಯ ಜಯ ದೇವ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿರಾಯ ಸಾನಿ ಧನಿ ಧ ಮಗ ಮಗರಿ ಸನಿ ಸ ಗ ಮ ಧ ni ಸ ಸಾನಿ ಧನಿ ಧ ಮಗ ಮಗರಿ ಸನಿ ಸ ಗ ಮ ಧ ni ಸ ಸಾನಿ ಧನಿ ಧ ಮ ಸಾನಿ ಧನಿ ಧ ಮ ಸಾನಿ ಧನಿ ಧ ಮಗ ಮಗರಿ ಸನಿ ಸ ಗ ಮ ಧ ni ಸ ಮೋದಕ ತುಂಬಿದ ಬಸಿರಲೆ ನಡೆಸಿರುವೆ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮೋದಕ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯು ಬರೆಯುವುದು ಮೌನದ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಮೋದಕ ತುಂಬಿದ ಬಸಿರಲೆ ನಡೆಸಿರುವೆ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮೋದಕ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯು ಬರೆಯುವುದು ಮೌನದ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಶೋಧಕ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯು ನಿನ್ನದೆ ಶತಕೃತ್ಯ ಶೋಧಕ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯು ನಿನ್ನದೆ ಶತಕೃತ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಮೂಲ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ನಾನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೃತ್ಯ ಜಯ ದೇವ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿರಾಯ ಜಯ ದೇವ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿರಾಯ ಜಯಕಾರಕ ಭಯಹಾರಕ ಜಯಕಾರಕ ಭಯಹಾರಕ ಓಂಕಾರಕಾಯ ಜಯ ದೇವ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿರಾಯ ಜಯ ದೇವ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿರಾಯ ಜಯ ದೇವ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿರಾಯ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
In a line, in a line.
Thank you so much, future chartered accountants, for such a blissful rendering.
I now request
Ladies and gentlemen, I now request C.A. Tuppad Virupaksha, Chairman of SICASA, Chairman of Bengaluru branch of SICASA, to give the welcome address.
ಯಾರು Still is outside. We'll just another activity ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ
Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest will arrive in next few minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a small activity up there. I request all of you to please get on your feet right away. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever I say hello, I want you guys to shout out hi, and whenever I say hi, what will you guys say? Applause, ladies and gentlemen. I request the SICASA chairman of Bengaluru branch of SIRC to please welcome our chief guest with a bouquet. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
I now request CA Tupad Virupakshappa, Chairman of Bengaluru branch of SICASA, to give the welcome address.
A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, all. I welcome you all for this two-day Mega Students Conference 2023. I, CA Virupakshappa Tuppad, on behalf of SICASA Bangalore, I welcome the dignitaries on the dais, Sri CA Mangesh Pandurang Kanereji, Central Council Member and Chairman SSCB, Sri CA Kota Srinivasji, Central Council Member from Karnataka and Bangalore, and member of various committees of ICAI and program director for this mega conference. I also welcome Srimati CA Geeta AB, Ma'am, Vice Chairman SIRC of ICAI and past Chairman of Bangalore branch. I welcome Sri CA Changal Reddy Sir, Regional Chairman SICASA of ICIRC. I welcome Sri CA Pramod Hegde, our enthusiastic Vice Chairman of Bangalore branch. I welcome Sri CA Manjunath Sir, our Secretary of Bangalore branch. I welcome again CA Srinivas Sir, the past Chairman of Bangalore branch. I also welcome my MC committee members, Madam Kavita Parmesh, Sri Sripad HN, CA Chandra Prakash Jain. I welcome the pearls of in the crown, the cause for this today's conference, my lovely dear students. I welcome one and all to this mega conference. I stand before you with this immense pride and excitement as we gather here for the CA Students Conference, Dhwani, the voice of future chartered accountants. It is truly an honor to address this distinguished gathering of the budding chartered accountants who represents the future of the profession. Dhwani, the resonance of our collective aspirations, ethos in the hall today. As aspiring chartered accountants, you are not just students, you are torchbearers of financial acumen, integrity, and professional excellence. This conference serves as a platform to us to come together, share knowledge, and envisage the path ahead. A brief explanation of the SICASA Bangalore. We at SICASA Bangalore do various kind of programs for the students. This is one of such landmark programs that yearly happens. This conference themed Dhwani, the voice of chartered accountants, emphasizes the power each one of you hold the influence to contribute to the future of our profession. Your voice matters, and it is crucial to express your perseverance, ideas, and concerns. This forum is a space for dialogue, collaboration, and the exchange of ideas that will shape the trajectory of your journey as a chartered accountant. As you navigate the challenges of your academic and professional pursuits, remember that success is not just about the technical expertise, but also about the ethical conducts, leadership, and the commitment to the societal well-being. The choice you make today will resonate in your future, defining not only your individual success, but also the impact you have on the profession and the society at large. I encourage each one of you to actively engage in this session, participate in the discussions. I thank each one of you for being present at this August gathering. Thank you one and all, and welcome you all.
Thank you so much, Tuppat sir.
We now request Sahana Lokesh, Vice Chairperson of SICASA Bengaluru, to please give an overall view of the two-day conference. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Sahana Lokesh.
Kamath for the CA Students Mega Conference 2023. Guests of honor, esteemed members of Bengaluru branch of SIRC of ICAI, respected professionals, and the bright minds of tomorrow. A resplendent welcome to the CA Student Mega Conference Bengaluru 2023. Dhwani, the voice of future chartered accountants. Today, on this Students' Conference, we gather not only as students of chartered accountancy, but as torchbearers of a noble profession that stands as the bedrock of financial integrity and acumen. Each one of you represents the embodiment of dedication, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge, qualities that define the essence of a true chartered accountant. The Bengaluru branch has conducted many events, and one of the biggest event of this year being the CA Students Mega Conference. This two-day conference is on 8th and 9th of December 2023, which is meticulously crafted to offer a diverse range of insights and experience. Day one of the conference has already started with the registration and spot registrations. We have stepped into the inaugural session. After this, we have a special session that is Nadagite, continued by a special session by SSEB Chairperson and Vice Chairperson, CA Mangesh Pandurang Kinare, CA Kota Srinivas, followed by a technical session mentored by CA Rajavardhan. Then we'll head to a lunch break. After a nourishing lunch break, we'll head to a special session by CA Siddharth Pai on a role of CA student in finance world. We have technical session 2 by amazing paper presenters mentored by CA Jagdish MG. And later, we'll have a short tea break, followed by a special session 2 by Professor Dr. B. Mahadevan, IIM, Bangalore. We'll conclude with technical session 3 by amazing paper presenters mentored by CA Rani NR. Day 2 kicks off with breakfast, followed by a motivational session by DTM Kathiravan Peti. He speaks on impromptu leadership. Together, we build. Followed by technical session 4 by amazing paper presenters mentored by CA Viresh Kandgol. And then we'll have a short tea break, followed by special session that is oratory skills of students mic check session, followed by lunch break. And then we'll have a technical session 5 mentored by CA Harshita Udupa, followed by a special session by CA Sudarshan C on career excellence. And then we'll conclude day 2 of the conference with a cultural program, being chief guests as Deepika Das and Rachana Inder. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sahana. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to witness a brief introduction of our esteemed chief guest for the day.
Ullas Kamath. Ullas Kamath is the founder of UK and Company, a management consulting collective that works on creating value for selected family businesses. Mr. Kamath is a chartered accountant from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and he has pursued and completed MCom, LLB, FCA, and ACS. He brings with him a wealth of experience. As the former joint managing director of Jyoti Labs Limited, he played the central role in transforming the single brand family-owned enterprise to a multi-brand FMCG corporate valued over 15,000 crores today. He has won several awards and recognitions for his exceptional leadership and quality of work, including the coveted All India CA Business Achiever Award, SME category. He is also the recipient of the CNBC Awards Best CEO Award in FMCG category.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for our esteemed chief guest, CA Ullas Kamath.
We welcome you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also have with us CA Chengal Reddy, Regional Council Member of SIRC of ICAI 2019-22, Chairman of Hyderabad Branch of SIRC of ICAI 2017-18. He was also elected for the Southern Regional Branch for 2 terms. And he also served as the chairman of SICASA. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for CA Chengal Reddy.
We also have CA Geeta AB, SIRC Vice Chairman of ICAI, with us here today. CA Geeta AB was the first lady from Karnataka to contest for SIRC elections. She is a practicing chartered accountant with 18 years of professional experience and specializes in the field of direct taxation and auditing. She was the executive committee member and first lady treasurer of KSCAA. Her contribution to CA professional fraternity pertaining to Bengaluru branch is commendable. Please give a round of applause to CA Geeta AB.
We welcome you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have CA Kotta S. Srinivas, the founding partner of SSB and Associates, the Central Council member of ICAI for period 2011 till 2025. He has served the institute for 2 decades, and he is also a significant part of student committee, managing committee, and as a regional council member of SIRC of ICAI. Ladies and gentlemen, he was the person because of whom the backpack event started in Bangalore and has benefited more than 15 to 20,000 students. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for CA Kotta S. Srinivas.
We also have on the dais Sir Mangesh Panduranga Kinare, former board member of Moil Limited, Chairman of Student Skill Enrichment Board, Board of Studies Operations, a practicing chartered accountant with a vast experience of more than 27 years. He has done his BCom and LLB from University of Mumbai. He has completed post-qualification diploma, owns an information system audit by ICAI ISA. Please give a huge round of applause for Mangesh Pandurang Kinare, sir. We welcome you, sir.
A symbol of wisdom, hope, and auspicious beginnings. The ceremonial lighting of the lamp marks the commencement of our event with a sense of reverence and unity. This ancient tradition reminds us that even in the darkest moments, there exists a guiding light that leads us towards knowledge, harmony, and enlightenment.
May this radiant light inspire us to seek greater understanding, to forge new connections, and to strive for excellence in all our endeavors. I request the dignitaries on the dais to please do the honors of ceremonial lighting of the lamp. We also request all the NC members to kindly join the other dignitaries for lighting the lamp.
Let the round of applause continue, people. I also request the student wing of the SICASA committee to please come up on the dais as well. Thank you so much, Kamath. Ladies and gentlemen, we now request all of you to stand up for the ICAI motto song.
कामं कामं पुरुषो निर्मिमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकाश्रिताः सर्वे तदूनाद्यति कश्चन यदद्वैता यदद्वैता यदद्वैता
Go back. Kannada Nanagite.
जय हे कर्नाटक माते जय सुंदर नदिवनಗಳ ನಾಡೆ जय हे ರಸ ಋಷಿಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ ಭೂದೇವಿಯ ಮಕುಟದ ನವಮಣಿಯೇ ಗಂಧದ ಚಂದದ ಹೊನ್ನಿನ ಗಣಿಯೇ ರಾಘವ ಮಧುಸೂದನರವತರಿಸಿದ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜನನಿಯ ಜೋಗುಳ ವೇದದ ಘೋಷ ಜನನಿಗೆ ಜೀವವು ನಿನ್ನಾವೇಶ ಹಸುರಿನ ಗಿರಿಗಳ ಸಾಲೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ ಕಪಿಲ ಪತಂಜಲ ಗೌತಮ ಜಿನನುತ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಶಂಕರ ರಮನುಜ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಮಧ್ವರ ದಿವ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ ರನ್ನ ಷಡಕ್ಷರಿ ಪೊನ್ನ ಪಂಪಲ ಕುಮಿಪತಿ ಚನ್ನ ಕುಮಾರ ವ್ಯಾಸರ ಮಂಗಳಧಾಮ ಕವಿ ಕೋಗಿಲೆಗಳ ಪುಣ್ಯಾರಾಮ ನಾನಕ ರಾಮಾನಂದ ಕಬೀರರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ತೈಲಪ ಹೊಯ್ಸಳ ರಾಣಿದ ನಾಡೆ ಡಂಕಣ ಜಗಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೀಡೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗ ಕಾವೇರಿಯವರ ರಂಗ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸಿಕ ಜೈನರ ಉದ್ಯಾನ ಜನಗಣ ಹೋಲುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ ಗಾಯಕ ವೈಣಿಕರ ರಾಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ದೇಹ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ
Thank you, music team. That was such a beautiful rendering.
A huge round of applause for the future chartered accountants, ladies and gentlemen.
I now request CA Pramod R. Hegde, Vice Chairman of Bengaluru branch of SIRC of ICAI, to address the crowd.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, esteemed guests on the dais, CA Ullas Kamath ji, Central Council CA Kota Srinivas ji, Central Council member CA Mangesh P. Panduranga Kinare ji, CA Changal Reddy sir, Geeta AB ma'am, and my committee members. And our bright future, the students. As we dwell into this conference, themed around crucial aspects like audit, GST, e-commerce, and our ever-evolving startup ecosystem, I want to impart some advice and takeaway. Sorry, I think I should be corrected, not advice, probably food for thought. I know the current generation doesn't like advices. Firstly, I would suggest you guys to understand the landscape. The world of finance and accounting dynamics have changed completely than what it was and what it is today. Embrace the changes, be it in GST or be it in technology. Of course, the second one, you are good at it. I am aware of it. Broaden your horizon. As a future chartered accountants, don't just limit yourself on number crunching. Understand the business model, understand the market trends, and the global economic scenarios. And ethics and integrity, these are just not the two words, but pillar of our profession. Uphold them in all your endeavors. Learn continuously. Today's sessions are testaments to the vast knowledge we need to acquire and update continuously. Networking, use this platform, connect, just not for opportunity, but build an ecosystem or a community that supports your future. Of course, in closing, I urge each one of you to dream big, work hard, stay grounded. Remember, you are not just your future of our nation and our economy. Let's make it count. Also, in the absence of our branch chairperson, Divya S., she has also wished a great success for this conference and to the SICASA team. So thank you one and all. I look forward for an engaging and insightful session today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for those absolute words of wisdom.
May I now request C.A. Chengal Reddy, Chairman, SICASA Chairman of SIRC of ICAI. Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause for C.A. Chengal Reddy.
Good morning. Esteemed distinguished Chief Guest, C.A. Kamath sir, beloved CCM, C.A. Mangesh Pandurang Kinare sir, Chairman SSEB, our beloved Karnataka State CCM, C.A. Kotha Srinivas sir, my colleague in Regional Council, Vice Chairperson, C.A. A.B. Geeta, the Chairperson of Bangalore Branch, C.A. Divya S. in her absentia, today's person behind this mega conference, C.A. Tuppada Virupakshappa, Chairman of Bangalore Branch of SICASA, the other Bangalore Branch Managing Committee, Vice Chairman Pramod, Secretary Manjunath, Treasurer Kavita Garu, the immediate past Chairman Srinivas, C.P. Jain, Sripad, and the student committee, especially team Sahana Lokesh, Vice Chairman, Sumitra Rajput, Secretary, Sesasai Vishnu, Treasurer, Aditya, Madan, and other co-opted members of SICASA of Bangalore Branch, other distinguished invitees, and my dear students, pleasant good morning to each one of you. Especially to be in the Garden City, I am blessed today, and to meet the younger minds and future chartered accountants is a great delight to me. I am experienced this phenomena when I am standing before you today. I am immensely pleased to share the dais with the esteemed chief guests and other learned and eminent personalities in the profession this morning. I professionally thank the organizers for giving me this mega conference for CA students and giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts amongst the CA students fraternity. I happily recall that it was during the month of December 1957 that the Student Association was first inaugurated by the then President of ICA, C.A.S. Vaidyanath Iyer at Chennai, and SICASA had the honor to be first to be inaugurated at all India level. Bangalore branch of SICASA was also one of the first 4 branches of Student Association in southern region, formed from 5th January 1963. Since then, the Student Association has expanded its activities leaps and bounds due to the constant upgradation by the ICA and Board of Studies and Board of Studies operations. The SSEB Board of Studies operations under the chairmanship of CA Mangesh Pandurang Kinare sir is taking the activities to new heights and performing in a commendable way. I record with a sense of happiness that SSEB during this month conduct student conferences at 23 places across the country and 6 places in southern region as mega national and state level conferences. On behalf of SICASA and on my own behalf, I thank chairman and members of SSEB for giving academic insights to the students through these conferences where the students get opportunity to hear from the learned professionals and come to share together amongst themselves in one platform. Conferences of this magnitude offer opportunities to explore as well as enhance the unique talents, skills, and perspective of the students. I thank the SSEB and Kotta Srinivasar, director of the conference, for structuring the technical sessions with the students as paper presenters to unearth their inherent skills and competence. The technical sessions on insightful topics of interest, both with academic and examination point of view of students, and the special and motivational sessions covered in the ambit of the conference scheduled was aptly and thoughtfully included in tune with the theme of the conference, Dhwani, Voice of the Future of Chartered Accountants. The organization therefore deserves a special mention. Dear students, you have chosen the best course to set your life and discover your passion, pursue your dreams, and enhance the limitless potential within you. You have invested your time and energy in enhancing your appetite for learning and excelling in your examination primarily, and in the process achieving excellence and prosperity in life, and this course is the best and right option that you have chosen. I congratulate you and wish you all the best in your academic career. Learning is the process of gaining new skills, knowledge, understanding, and values. Therefore, by attending conferences, you can be guided by intellectuals to add further value to your learning. Dear students, you should desire to gain rather than fear of loss. Shun the fear, think positively, approach the examination confidently and convincingly. Presentation is most important. It is not that you write the correct answers, but how you present and distinctly different from others. Start answering which you are thought and which will build the mindset of the examiner. It is imperative for a student to plan, prepare, and perform well so as to achieve success. You should have self-introspection. You should plan effective time utilization in periodical preparation for the examination. As you know, planning is the foundation for future course of action, and therefore, you should do it with foresight and vision. Preparation is manifold: initial preparation, in-depth preparation, and final preparation. Prioritize in this order. The most important I would lay stress is on revision, as this process enables a student to acquire twin tool needed for success, that is accuracy and speed. These two attributes provides a competition edge for you. To acquire and enhance, firstly with the initial aim of becoming a chartered accountant and later a flourishing member of the profession, you should keep yourself abreast with the updated changes happening in your curriculum and in the professional in general. The new education and training in place thus offers you with diverse avenues for knowledge. Please take the best opportunity made available to you and excel in your pursuit to become a chartered accountant. My dear student, I would request you to gain expertise, exposure, and achieve excellence during your pursuance of studies and join with our professional fraternity as a chartered accountant very shortly. I wish you all a bright career growth. I am confident that the student participants would be richly benefited and enlightened with the exposure they would be gaining in this conference. I take my pleasure as an opportunity to wish you all of you in person a very happy, prosperous New Year advance. Let the New Year bring to all of us enlightenment, excellence, and enjoyment. Before I conclude, I thank CA Mangesh Pandurang Kinare sir, Chairman SSEB, CA Kotta Srinivas sir, Central Council member, Director of the conference, for having this conference held at Bangalore. I also congratulate the Bangalore entire team of managing committee as well as the student committee for coming forward to host this conference in a splendid and remarkable manner. I thank the organizers for the excellent hospitality extended for all the student delegates. I once again thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity in this mega event. I wish today's conference a resounding success. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
May I now request CA Geeta AB, Vice Chairperson of SIRC of ICI, to address the gathering.
A
huge
round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, and my dear future chartered accountants. Happy morning to one and all present here. I don't want to take much of your time. I know you people are eagerly waiting to listen from our chief guest, Kamath sir. Not only you, even I also eagerly waiting because I heard his speech couple of times, but still I'm longing to hear his speech because every time, whenever he speaks, some uniqueness will be there and some takeaways will be there in his speech. I appreciate the entire SICASA team of Bangalore branch for choosing this theme, Dhvani. This is an apt theme for the students, especially for the students. The tagline of this theme, which I saw, is the voice of the future chartered accountants. So the small correction which I think and which I observed is rather than the future, yes, this is a voice of future chartered accountants, but at the same time, you should listen your inner voice first. So you listen your inner voice and don't compete with others. Whatever your inner voice says, you follow that. For that, what you need to do, you have to focus. Focus on what? Focus on your goal. First, set your goals, focus on your goal, and you work accordingly. You practice in the way what you have already targeted. Don't see here and there because their question paper would be different and yours would be different. You are unique. Always you are unique. No other print will be there as yours. So be like yourself and never ever give up. Whatever you have taken was said and done. Whatever you have chosen, you're responsible for your own decision. So never give up. And the last but not the least, one suggestion, network. As one of our colleague was mentioning about network, yes, networking is much more important nowadays because I think how many people are sitting here next to your friends. Please see that you should not sit next to your friends. You sit next to your stranger so that you will get to know with others. It will be useful in one or the other way. Maybe they may become your future partner, either way, career partner or life partner in other ways also. So networking is so important to succeed in future. So with this, wish you all the best and happy learning conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for those welcoming words.
We now request CA Kotta S. Srinivas, Central Council member of ICAI and the conference director of today. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for CA Kotta S. Srinivas.
ಸಭೆಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಈ ದಿನ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಷಯ ಏನಂದರೆ ಈ ಬೃಹತ್ ಸಮಾವೇಶ ಇದನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವರು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಪುಷ್ಟೀಕರಣ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅವರು. ಇದರ ಆತಿಥ್ಯ ವಹಿಸಿದವರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಶಾಖೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಶಾಖೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಸಂಘದವರು. ಈ ಸಮಾವೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಧ್ವನಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಶೀರ್ಷಿಕೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾನು ಇದರ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ CA ಮಂಗೇಶ್ ಕಿನಾರೆ ಅವರು ಇದರ ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕರು. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಚಿತ್ರ ಅದು ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕರು ಅನ್ನಲ್ಲ, ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕರು ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೊರಹೊಮ್ಮಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಶಾಖೆಯ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಸಂಘದ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳೇ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ರೇ, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಈ ಧ್ವನಿ ಎನ್ನುವ 2 ದಿನದ ಸಮಾವೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮಗದೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತ, ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇದನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಏನೋ ಚಳವಳಿ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ SICASA ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕ ವಿರೂಪಾಕ್ಷಪ್ಪ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಬಳುವಳಿ, ಚಳುವಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟರೀಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಯಾಸ್, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗತ್ತಾ? ನಾನು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟರೀಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಯಾಸ್, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸರ್ ಯಾರೋ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಸೀಟ್ಸು ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. KSRTC ಬಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದೋ ಟ್ರೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಚೀಫ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೋ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ. ಇದು ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ. ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ಗಳೇನಾರು ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ತೆಗೆದು, ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು. ದೇಹಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಕುರ್ಚಿ, ತಲೆಗೊಂದು ಕುರ್ಚಿ ಅಂತ ತಲೆನೂ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ವೆಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಸೇ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಮದುವೆ 1 hour ಇದ್ದರೆ ಪ್ರೀ ವೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 30 ದಿವಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆ ಥರ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಉತ್ಸಾಹದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗೋಯಿತು. ಬಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು, I would like to say a few words. So I hope you will bear with me for next 5 to 10 minutes. First of all, let me congratulate SSEB and thank the SSEB for giving us this opportunity for Bangalore for conducting this mega students conference. Thank you, Mangesh Kinari sir. This is something which SSEB will be doing throughout the nation. And I should say for southern region, this time he was telling, we have given extra conferences. And maybe one of that extra conference is in Bangalore. And I thank him because of my insistence and also because of the insistence of the SICASA Bangalore, we got this particular conference. So each and every one of you should be happy and proud to be part of this conference, and thank SSEB for giving this opportunity to Bangalore. A big round of applause for SSEB. SSEB, if you know, they do a lot of things. We have various committees in ICI. One is Board of Studies Academics, one is Board of Studies Operations, that is SSEB. Board of Studies Academics takes care of our academics. Like the new scheme is coming in from next May, from 2024 it will be the new scheme where all of you will be writing the exams. So this is operations, what they do. Like they conduct this GMCS courses, advanced ITT, orientation, ITT. Apart from that, they are doing a lot of programs. I think even practical programs, practical approaches to students, they are conducting various programs. This year, this SSEB chairman has started one program called How to Read English. how to read English fast, and how to understand when once you read. So these are some of the things I think SSEB is doing. I don't want to tell more about SSEB because he's here as a chairman. Let's hear from the horse mouth itself. And I should also thank the Bangalore branch of SIRC and the Bangalore branch of SICASA for accepting this and also organizing this mega event in such a grand manner. Now, if I see the faces of all of you, at least average you would have traveled around the sun at least 20 times, right? Minimum. Minimum 20 times you would have gone around the sun. So it will take 1 year to go around the sun. So how many days you'll remember in 20 years? Except your birthday or your friend's birthday. How many days you'll remember? Out of 20 days, 20 years, 1 day in a year you can remember? So I hope, I don't know, each and every one of you may have different days to remember, but this is one day which you have to remember. Maybe note down in your diary that 8th and 9th of December, you attended this mega conference organized by SSEB and hosted by Bangalore branch, Dhwani. So this 8th and 9th you should mark because a lot of interactions will be there, a lot of deliberations will be there. We have 15 student speakers and we have various chairmen who come here and give their experience and expertise. So whatever you learn or hear from the next 2 days, this may not be useful for you today, but it will be useful for your entire life. So just like that, how many of you come to the conference because your principals would have allowed you to come or they would have sponsored? And most of you would have come here to see that at least I will not go to the office for next 2 days. Whatever may be there, whatever may be the reason, my request, my sincere request, you attend all the sessions till tomorrow evening. Of course, she said after all the sessions, you have got entertainment program also. So attend all the sessions, then only you will can take something out of this 2 days conference. One more important thing why you should remember this day also because Kothar Srinivas is addressing to all of you. Let me cover 1 or 2 aspects only. One is articleship. I think most of you are already doing the articleship. So make it, this is, I should say, the golden period of your life or anybody's life, even my life or the people who are sitting here as qualified chartered accountants. In every one of our life, this articleship period is a golden period. You will not get back. Even if I go and apply to SSEB or the institute that I want to do articleship, nobody will take me. I'm not eligible. So this is the very, very important phase of your life. See that you take it very seriously. When I say take it very seriously, I also told my articles, you take articleship very seriously. She said, okay. She went to audit and she fell down. ತಲೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ಬಿದ್ದೋದ್ಲು ಯಾಕಮ್ಮ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕು ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಶಿಪ್ನ ಸೊ ದಟ್ when once you do articleship and what you have to do in the articleship, what you have to learn, of course, a lot of things are there to learn. Only 2 lines I would like to say is watching beyond the watchers, auditing beyond the books of accounts. So that is what you have to do. And one more thing I would like to say, in articleship, it's not that what you learn. It's not that just what you learn, because I have not learned this GST we may be practicing today. I have not learned Companies Act 2013, I may be practicing today. I have not learned in international taxation, I may be practicing today. So learning is a process. So don't think that in 3 years in this office I learn everything. Entire life you cannot learn everything. It's impossible because every subject is an ocean. You cannot learn everything. So what you can learn is technical things, technological things and practical things. How to face a situation, that is what you have to learn in articleship. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆಚಾರ ವಿಚಾರ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಶಿಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯವಧಾನ ಇರಬೇಕು ದಾನ ಅಂದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬಂತು ಸರ್ವಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದ ದಾನ ಯಾವುದು ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನ, ನನ್ನ ಭಾಷಣ ಯಾರೋ ಕೇಳ್ದಂಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ, ಅದು ಸಿ ಎ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದ ದಾನ ಯಾವುದಂದರೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನ. ಯಾಕೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮುಂದಿನ ತಿಂಗಳು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎನಿವೆ, ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. We are having this Dhwani, the future of chartered accountants, 2 lines about the future of this country. Today we are at $3 trillion. We are expected to reach $30 trillion by 2050. That is another 27 years. So 27 is the gap between 3 and 30, and 27 trillion we are going to achieve. So every year we have to add 1 more trillion. So every year we have to add 1 more trillion. For that, I should say, involvement of each and every one of us is very, very important, and more so the future of this India and also this profession. One more thing I would like to ask, to whom you are serving in articleship? To whom you are serving in articleship? To us. Then, not to the firm. Huh? So you are serving for yourself, you are serving for the firm. Most importantly, you are serving this nation. That nobody thinks that you are serving the nation. Today, if GST collections or GST is becoming so popular or so successful, that is because of the chartered accountants and the students of chartered accountants. It's not just I as a principal, I'll do everything. We depend on the article students. So indirectly, you are also serving the government as such. Finally, so I have to talk about TRP. TRP means not television rating point. I talk about tax, I talk about repayment, and I talk about planet. When I say tax, whenever you interact with your clients, you should make them to pay not just taxes, correct taxes. Not just paying the taxes, correct taxes. Then when I talk about repayment, we should also guide our clients, or tomorrow when you are getting into an employment, the employee, to repay the loans that have been taken. Today people think taking loan is a great thing, but I feel repaying the loan is a sacred thing. So we have to imbibe these qualities in our people. So repayment, it's not only the loan, even repaying the creditors, or even paying the salaries of the employees on time. This is also very important. And the last one, P, when I said planet. So today we are not only talking about financial reporting, we are also talking about sustainability reporting. Maybe 2 or 3 years down the line, when all of you become chartered accountants, you also come across this sustainability reporting. Maybe you wouldn't have practice in the articleship period, but you have to learn those things. To do this, you also have to possess TRP. What is that TRP you have to possess? Demonstrate trust, assume responsibility, and be a partner in nation building. The last subject I want to talk about, TP or P. TP means time pass. So I'd like to ask a question to all of you. I want a sincere answer, that is honest and straightforward answer from each and every one of you. How many of you joined CA for time pass? Only one person, sincere. For time pass you joined. Good. So only one person has joined for time pass. The remaining all of you are not joined for time pass. As the time passes, you will pass CA course. So today, I request all of you to, I will administer a oath. I want all of you to commit that you will all pass CA. Are you ready? Can you just spare for 2 minutes? You can stand and take a oath. I will say I, you have to tell your name, then your father's name. I, son or daughter of, do hereby swear on myself and commit to the family and parents that I will become a chartered accountant latest by January 2029. A big round of applause. A big round of applause. Thank you. So, 3 cheers to all of you, because now all of you have committed, and 3 thanks to all of you. 3 thanks to all of you. First thank is that you have sworn on yourself, not on anybody else. You have sworn on yourself. The second thanks I would like to say is you have committed to your parents. You have committed to your parents. And the third thanks I would like to say is you gave me standing ovation. So some more things are there, maybe because of a paucity of time, I will not take that. Next session I will say how to pass CA, what are the things you have to do. A, B, C, D is what I have written. You may write A to Z also. Only B I will tell blessings. My sincere request to all of you who are all staying with your parents. How many of you are staying with your parents? Quite a number of students, you are staying with your parents. Kindly take the blessings from your parents every day. Fall at their feet and take the blessings of your parents. If you are not doing till today, from tomorrow you start. Please start from tomorrow. Some of you may say, sir, I have come from a different place. I am in Bangalore. My parents are in my hometown. No problem. You can take the blessings of your principal. Yake? See, and you can have one role model, and most of my students treat me as my role model. If you want also, you can treat me as your role model. I asked one of my article, yakama nanne yake role model ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಕೊತಾ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸು BCom ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ICAA ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, CA ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಾನು CA ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. All the best to all of you in all your endeavors throughout your career. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom.
I now request Mangesh Panduranga Kinare sir, Chairman of SSEB Board of Studies, to address the gathering.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for CA Mangesh Panduranga Kinare.
Thank you, Aditya and Swati. Respected dignitaries on the dais, my friends, ellarigu namaskaralu. I thought that I will also say something in Kannada. Otherwise, it's very difficult to move out of this auditorium. Dignitaries on the dais, CA Ullas Kamath sir, I was just sitting with him and discussing and quite impressed with whatever he's doing. In fact, I was knowing that what he's doing, and I had an opportunity to attend one program also, but unfortunately because of the council traveling, I missed that. So thank God that I'm here today with you, sir. My colleague in the Central Council, who just now spoke, half of it I understood, half of it I didn't understand, because but since the response which I was seeing, certainly whatever half I didn't understand, I think he spoke very well and spoke inspiringly to you all. CA Kota S. Srinivas, my council colleague, and you know, in council we have a designated places, and Kota and myself sit together each other. He sits on my left hand side, so I can say he's my left hand. He has been a great addition to council, and of course contributing in each and every facets. But importantly, right, why he has taken oath, you know, of that you will become CA by 29. He's an examination committee member. Other dignitaries on the dais, Geeta Madam, Chengal Reddy, then Virupaksha, then Pramod Hegde and Manjunath, as well as the student vice chairperson of this SICASA. Sorry, I missed your name. Sahana. First of all, let me, and of course, the management committee sitting over here, Bengaluru branch, as well as SICASA managing committee members. And my dear, as they have been calling future chartered accountant, FCAs, as well as ACAs, I always call it. What is ACA? Aspiring chartered accountant. I don't say that. I'll say that almost chartered accountants. By 29, you are going to become chartered accountant, right? All of you. Some of you will become in January only, 24. First of all, let me congratulate the branch and the SICASA Bengaluru for organizing this excellent event, and congratulate especially to the singers whom first time I saw somebody singing the motto song of the institute. Great compliments to them. My additional compliments to the student who was, reciting this flute over here. A great way of doing it. And very nice to know that in spite of doing chartered accountancy, you are pursuing other hobbies also, and you should be. Generally, I don't prepare speeches in these students' programs. And today also I have not prepared. I generally take leave out of somebody who has spoken already, and then I start speaking. Sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't click. But today I got one clue from what Kotaji was speaking, samadhana. Can anybody tell me what is samadhana? Sorry? Patience. No? Patience, I don't think. I feel it's a satisfaction. And this is in fact the main, I don't know, Marathi at least is, samadhan means satisfaction. I'm satisfied in what I've done. And I think this is the word which is very, very, very relevant as far as chartered accountancy profession is concerned. Of course, I'm going to speak for some half an hour to 15 minutes to half an hour later in the interactive session. But since he has spoken this, I will definitely elaborate this and then sit. I don't want to take examination of the students because anybody, including us, nobody would like to face any examination now. But can you tell me what is the definition of auditing? Anybody? Anybody knows? Okay, this is a bigger gathering, I'll only tell you. You all know that the chartered accountancy profession primarily came into existence by virtue of Companies Act or by virtue of being an auditor. And the auditing definition which I learned in third year BCom of mine, 37 years before, 36 years before, I still recollect it. And I think that that is a definition, exhaustive definition, as far as core auditing is concerned, that has been given by the authors called Spessier and Pegler. And I recollect that definition. It says that it is such an examination of books, accounts, vouchers, and record as would enable an auditor to satisfy himself whether the books, the balance sheet reflects a true and fair view of statement of affairs, and profit and loss account reflects a true and fair view of the profit or losses made by an organization. I don't want to show my ability to reproduce the definition, but a very important word here is that such an examination, books, accounts, vouchers, and records, as would enable an auditor to satisfy himself. It is our satisfaction which is important when we do any professional work as a chartered accountant. And if we do keeping our hand on heart rather than using our brain excessively, then I think we'll do the correct and importantly what is expected of us in a most efficient manner. I'll just tell one story and then I'll stop because I'll take another session here. Because the chartered accountant is a person who is perceived to be or who is expected to serve as per the best of the ability. I'm not going in code of conduct, but there is one aspect in code of conduct. It's one fundamental principle. I think finalist students, if I ask them, they may be knowing, but they will be afraid of answering. That is professional competency. Right? We must have a professional competency to satisfy ourselves. When we start thinking that even as an auditor, even as an article clerk doing a simple vouching, when we start that, no, my job is not that great, I am just doing something, the leaders or my seniors are going to take decisions. Certainly some blunders can be made, even by seniors, because they depend on you. As Kothaji was saying, articleship is a fulcrum of our profession. And in articleship, in fact, I recollect that one of the speakers in WRC, I was the chairman of WRC, when one of the speakers from other fraternity came to speak, and he mentioned a very good word. He said that, I'm quite surprised that you are teaching your potential competitors and paying for them. See, all the article clerks, I mean, most of you who are starting the practice, perhaps tend to take, legitimately, some work, there's a possibility that work can be transferred. But still a chartered accountant teaches you, chartered accountant sees to it that the training has been done in a proper, earnest manner, and still payment is being done. That's the beauty of our profession. And therefore, whatever work is assigned to us, I think we should do it very, very methodologically, very sincerely, to the best of our ability, so that it should give a satisfaction to us. If I am satisfied, then whatever I was yesterday, today I am a little bit better than that. Yesterday means you can have it in a periodical manner, a week or month or whatever it may be. So if we can keep that target of satisfaction growing, I think 29, it's too far, you can become a chartered accountant early. So I'll just tell this story about the satisfaction in what you do, or the smallest of work, and I'll stop. There is a station called Gaisal in Assam. In 2011 sometime, there was a train accident in that Gaisal, killing around more than 450 people. When the investigation was taken up, it was found that two trains ran on the same track and collided each other. And the train which had to take a different route or different track, 3 stations earlier, it ran on the same track. The linesman who was to give signal was drunk and was absconding from the duty. But importantly, the 2 next station linesmen thought that the train is coming on this track, it is unusual, but it is coming, no, so earlier person might have taken care. Correct? So these 2 people thought that earlier person might have done properly. So they also didn't take care. Train ran, they colluded, and around 450 plus people died. And mind you, friends, in that there were around 400 plus soldiers who were going for a duty in Assam. In the same year, we had a Kargil war, and the official number of soldiers died in that Kargil war is 350. So Pakistan could kill 350 soldiers of ours, whereas our linesmen killed 400 plus soldiers, who are the bigger enemies of our country. We have to realize that, we have to see that in the smallest of the aspect, duties assigned to us is my dharma, is my first priority, and I should do it to my satisfaction, so that I can become a successful chartered accountant, successful citizen for this country, and serve this country very well. Thank you very much. All the best for this seminar.
Thank you so much, sir, for such inspiring words.
We now request our esteemed chief guest for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for CA Ullas Kamath.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. It is only to start. but at the end of the day, we are all very sure that we need to write the exams in English. We need to communicate in English. We need to deal in English. And if you don't know English, at least as a chartered accountant, you are a bit illiterate as far as outside world is concerned. First of all, I need to thank my friend Srinivas and Virupakshappa, considering me as a worthy of the person to sit next to the Central Council members. We only vote for them, and it's a great honor to sit along with them. And Geeta madam telling me that she has heard me a couple of times, and she has set the expectation a little high. But I have come here I set my timer, I was given 15 minutes. I've come here to just motivate you as much as possible. And the best decision what you'll have taken is to join CA course. It's an amazing profession, not that I'm a CA, I'm saying that. But the pride what we have as a chartered accountant, when I joined CA course, and even today, the pride is the same. It is not diminished, whereas other professions have taken a hit in the last 30, 40 years because the supply is more than the demand. So sometimes it'll take a hit, but thanks to the Institute Presidium, the way how they have conducted the courses, the way how they've changed the courses from time to time, and the quality of the students, what we have is amazing. So first of all, congratulations for all of you for having chosen CA as a profession. For me, choosing CA was just to make money and nothing else. It was a simple answer, to make money. Somebody told that passing CA is very difficult, but once you pass CA, you make lots of money, and you'll make lots of money. As long as you are able to sign, you can make money. If somebody gave me an idea when I was in 8th standard, 9th standard, not knowing what exactly is that, but I liked the way how he told that you can make money. As long as you're able to sign, that means forever. I'm still trying to see who is that person who told me and why he told me. But the fact remains is the reason why I joined CA course was to be different and to prove myself. And having come from low middle class, being the 5th child for a government employee, that's the only thing what you could do is that study well, do well, come up in your life. And that's what my mother told, that the only thing which can help you is education, and you being the last at home and try to do as much as possible. So my 2 sisters were science, and my 2 brother and other sister was not commerce, they are science and arts. So I want to escape from my brothers and sisters of asking questions. So I took commerce so that they never ask me any question thereafter. This is very important because you need to know why you are joining CA. And once you have decided to become CA, you need to pass in the first attempt. It is not a rocket science to pass in the first attempt. And as long as you focus to study what you want to study, and write 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 and write, and every day one examination paper, 3 hours you write, 3 hours you write, every day. And writing an examination will be one other day for you without any stress. So do not waste your time writing many times exams in the examination hall. Write as many number of times possible at home, every day one paper. That means in a 30 days time, you'll be writing 30 papers as exam, in exam condition. Try to write between 10 and 1 and have lunch and correct yourself. When you correct your examination paper, you know how bad you have written, and don't blame the institute for that. 30 days you do that, everybody will pass, and everybody should pass. And today, the requirement of chartered accountants has become much, much more than ever before, because If you want to be growing in your personal life, you need to be very clear that where the world is today, where the world was 50 years back, 75 years back, 100 years back, 150 years back, 200 years back, history is very, very important. You need to know where the world is today. What's happening in America, what's happening in Europe, what's happening in China, what's happening in India, what's happening in Karnataka, what's happening in Bangalore. Unless you are able to connect the dots, somewhere you miss the bus. When you miss the bus, don't blame anybody. You missed the bus because you didn't know what's happening. Let's talk about China. Let's talk about America. America is about $31 trillion economy, and we are about 3.8 as of 2 months back. We will be about 4 trillion by March 2024. We'll be about 6 trillion, double that in 2027, and will be $10 trillion by 2031 or maybe 2032. US is at about 31. They are growing maybe 1.5%, but we are growing at about 7%, tend to grow at 7.5, 8 going forward. China is at about $19 trillion, and $19 trillion today they are again growing or degrowing or recession, no recession. We don't know the numbers, how good the numbers are, but they are growing less than a percentage point. In that context, who is the beneficiary? The beneficiary has to be India. Whatever has happened in the COVID, we have seen all the downside, but the only upside what we see post-COVID is that the world started appreciating India's way of handling COVID, India's way of handling technology to manage the COVID, and India's way of shifting the manufacturing wherever it is required for the world requirement. The world has started appreciating now India. It comes to the fact that China plus one policy, which we have adopted, anything which we are importing from China, anything we are substituting the import, it is given a better advantage to manufacture in India and make in India, made for the world, is going to be there for next 25 years. The kids here who are born after 2000, they are the luckiest in the next 100 years of India's story. The kids who are born after the year 2000, 1999 is still okay, but 1998 is still okay. But children who are born after 2000 and children who are born before 2025, they are the luckiest in the generations, probably 100, 200 years. Because they have come into the country. When they started earning, the country is having an absolutely good tailwind, which is extremely positive. When they started coming into their workforce, the whole world is appreciating them. And when we used to travel abroad in the earlier days, we used to get $50 per day to travel, and we need to submit our requirement to the Reserve Bank of India, and they will give you $50 per day to stay if you are going to some other country, and I don't know how we manage with the $50. But today, you can just carry a credit card, and probably tomorrow they use your UPI also, and you can spend the money the way you want, and they are looking at India as one of the strongest economy going forward for the next 25 years. That's why your role becomes all the more important. Now let's see where India was 75 years back. In any country, 75 years is like LKG, UKG for a child. And do not think that 75 years is too long for any country. Countries have been measured over 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 years. It's not measured by 10, 20, 30 years. So 75 years is just a young kid, maybe LKG, UKG. When we got the independence, the average life expectancy was 32 years. That means most of the people have not seen their grandparents. I'm talking about the average. When we got the independence, we had 35 crore population. Now we have 145 crore population. But the 35 crore population, we were food deficit country. Most of us, we were given food when we were studying in government schools. We were getting the food from America. We have eaten the upma we made out of American grains that we have seen in 70s and 80s. And now at 145 crore population, we are food surplus country. We are food surplus at 145 crore population, unthinkable by any measure by anybody on this planet. India is the only country which has provided 18 months of free food grain to all their citizens whoever wanted for right from April 2020 till now. It's going on and on and on. And this is a country which you are belong to. And the definitions, what we have seen, India's definition in the past, you'll be able to appreciate what I'm trying to say. When we were writing our examination in 6th, 7th, 8th standard, we used to call India as a poor country. And if you write a poor country as India, we used to get 5 marks. If you write anything else, you won't get it. India was a poor country. Thereafter, we became a developing country. Thereafter, we became a third world country. Thereafter, we became a part of the emerging nations. Then we became BRIC nation. Then we become BRICS nation. The last S was South Africa, was added. And thereafter, we became absolutely fastest growing economy. And today, we have become the engine of the world for the next decades for the growth of the world. Now, the world thinks that India will be the growth engine for the world, and India thinks that we can drive this country to the $10 trillion economy by 2031, 32, and you say that you don't grow. That's unthinkable. That's why I say that you are the luckiest kids who have come into the right place, but you need to do absolutely right in the manner which we expect it of you. Our future is in your hands, undoubtedly. Whether you do right things or the wrong thing, it is in your hands. So, in your own interest, you need to be doing extraordinarily well, because going forward, life becomes very tough. Why life becomes very tough? Technology will take over most of the human jobs, which you have seen in many cases. We will see many, many ways in going forward, whether it is a AI-related one, ML-related one, robotics, or the chat box, everything affects you. When we were writing appeals, we used to think and write. Today, if you want to write an appeal, flat 2 minutes, ChatGPT will write an appeal for you. And end of the day, what you write is more important, who writes is not more important. What facts are there, that's more important. So the ChatGPT of the world will change the way how we think, the way how we do it think. So you need to be a technology expert. If you are not, then probably you may not be a great CA. You might be still a CA, but you may not be a great CA unless you are technologically advanced. Learning is continuous for all of you. Do not think that another 3 years, you finish your exams, become a chartered accountant, put a tag to your name, CA, CA, whatever your name is, and that's just a name which you add, but it will not take you anywhere. Please learn every day, every year, and write exams once in 4 years. Learning and writing and passing, they're totally different. You need to write exams every 4 years and see where do you stand. That's for yourself, not to prove anyone. And the best investment is not real estate. The best investment is not stock market. The best investment is not gold. The best investment is not putting the money on relationship. The best investment is on education, on yourself. You educate yourself, invest the money, and nothing comes free. And when anything comes free, it's of people don't take it. Anything is expensive, people think it's the great thing to do, but doesn't matter, do it. And in my own case, for me, just to put the test always on me, now I am 61, and I'm no more as young as you are, but the last examination which I wrote from SWAYAM, it's a 3 hours examination, it's on December 2nd I wrote, just to test how's my research methodology and statistical analysis still holds good. And I'm very happy that 50 questions, 3 hours, I was able to finish in 35 minutes. And that's what is more important, right? It takes you, it's just a self-check. We go for an executive health checkup just to see whether sugar is okay, whether all other parameters are okay. But how do you check on your education? I'm sure that most of the chartered accountants, they write the exams once again, they will not pass. Most of the chartered accountants, if they write the CA examination once again, they don't pass, they don't pass, they don't pass. Most. Maybe a few exceptions are there, but most of them, they don't, for the fact that they don't refresh like the students do it. So you need to be a student all the time. After preparing all the things like CEO, law, company secretary, and all those things. 2004, I attended the advanced management program at Wharton Business School. It's a huge investment. 2008, I did the advanced management program at Harvard Business School. It's a huge investment. I did 17 months program at London School of Economics in Global Masters Management, and my son was writing the 10th standard examination. I was preparing for my MSc program at LSE. It is required. Why is so required? Did I leave my job and go? No. You can do everything simultaneously. You have 24 hours. 8 hours, please sleep. It's very, very important. 1/3 of your time to sleep and sleep and sleep, and sleep at an appropriate time and get up at an appropriate time. It's not that I sleep and get up after 8 hours. No. Sleep at 10, get up at whatever the time is. Sleep at 12, get up at 8, but have a permanent time for your sleeping. That discipline is very important. 1/3 you need to work. Don't work more than 1/3 of your time. You need to deliver 24 hours of work in 8 hours of time. That's where your efficiency comes. If you do 8 hours work in 8 hours, you are ordinary. If you do 8 hours of work in 10 hours, you should be quitting the job. If you are able to do 24 hours work in 8 hours, you are extraordinary. You get promotion every year because you are extraordinary. To do that extra, you need to learn. To do that extra, you need to be active. To do that extra, you need to be disciplined. To do that extra, you need to see your face in the mirror and say that you are better than yesterday. How many of you rate yourself that you are better than yesterday? How many of you can tell that I'm the best and closest to me is 1 mile away from me? How many of you can think like that? Doing is secondary, but at least think like that. You are the best, and the closest to you is 1 mile away from you, and keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. 1/3 learning, 1/3 working, 1/3, once you retire, please give it to the society. Please give to the society 1/3 of your time so that the society from where you have drank Kaveri water, you need to give it back to the state, you need to give it back to the district, you need to give it to your college, and work towards it. The reason is, you will not die soon in India. In India, dying is difficult going forward. Average life expectancy is touching 70 for men and 69.5 for women as of March. Average, if it is 70, people like you touch parents' feet, touch principals' feet, touch, pray, be healthy, you will live for 100 years. My question is, if the average is 70 and if you live for 90, what do you do after 60 to 90? You won't even get a security guard job because you can't stand properly. So you need to work and work and work and work so that you are physically fit, mentally fit, spiritually fit, your body, mind, soul is in the same track. Then you can work for 85 long years and maybe last 5 years get into a old age home if it is required, because your children may not keep you. Because it's difficult to manage the family, education, housing, health going forward. You may not observe now, but you see the medical expenditure, the way how it has gone in the last 25 years. See the housing expenditure, how it has gone in the last 25 years. See the cost of the plot in the last 25 years. See the cost of the housing in the last 25 years. So it's very, very difficult for the people to keep everyone together because it's become that much more difficulty. So coming to the point, you need to be extraordinary to do extraordinary job. For that, you need to work extraordinary. Examination point of view, it's the simplest thing to write exam and pass. It's not the most difficult one. It's the simplest one is to write exam and pass. The toughest is that what do you do after you pass? This is what I was telling you, what do you do after you pass, and that's very, very important. So please focus on your studies as long as you are a student. After the studentship is concerned, work for the nation. Like how Kota Srinivas sir has said, you are an asset to the nation. You need to give it back to the society. You need to give it back to the nation. And GST, we want 3 lakh crore per month to break even, to do a lot of developmental work. And India's story, please tell yourself, India's story, tell everyone, and you become a part of the India growth story going forward. And finally, don't drink, don't smoke. don't drink, don't smoke. Both are bad. On the pack of a cigarette, it is written that it's injurious to health. If you don't understand, you are illiterate, even if you are a chartered accountant. And drinking is bad because it's very expensive, and you need to earn that much more to drink that. Don't do that. We don't need that. Do well in your life, you'll get high anyway. Do well in your life, you'll get high anyway, and that is the best thing to go forward. Thank you very much for calling me here, giving me these opportunities. Thank you very much. Thank you.
A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our esteemed chief guest, CA Ullas Kamath. We now have a very special thing coming up for you guys.
The release of e-souvenir. And now we request all the MC members to kindly join the other dignitaries on the dais for releasing the e-souvenir, please. Can we have a please huge round of applause for them?
I request past Chairman Kore to join us for the souvenir.
A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, MC members and our past chairman. May I now request all the dignitaries on stage to please come up with the felicitation of our esteemed chief guest, CA Ullas Kamath. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We also request the dignitaries to felicitate Chairman of SSEB Board of Studies, CA Mangesh Panduranga Kinare. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We also request the dignitaries on stage to present a bouquet to all the singers out there. We request the dignitaries on stage to felicitate the chairman of SICASA of SIRC, CA Chengal Reddy. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I request the Secretary of SICASA Bengaluru, Sumitra Rajpurohit, for the vote of thanks. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Gratitude is the greatest thing in the world. Today, I stand on behalf of SICASA Bangalore to express my deepest gratitude to all the esteemed dignitaries on and off the dais for their precious time and for being with us today. Firstly, I express our humble gratitude to our chief guest, CA Ullas Kamath sir. Thank you so much, sir, for being here today with us. I also extend a warm gratitude to SSEB Chairman CA Mangesh sir. Also, warm gratitudes to our own Central Council member CA Kota S. Srinivas sir. Also, thank you so much, ma'am. A warm gratitude to you as well, Vice Chairperson of SIRC, CA Geeta AB, ma'am. Gratitude also to our SIRC SICASA Chairman, CA Chengal Reddy sir. Thank you all the dignitaries for your valuable time and knowledge that you have shared here today with us. Thank you so much. I also extend my gratitude to all the MC members, SICASA members, and all the students present here for being here with us today and making this event a great one. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our esteemed chief guests and all the dignitaries on the dais. SSEB. Have you ever wondered what SSEB stands for? SSEB stands for Student Skills Enrichment Board. This is that platform which encourages and works for enrichment of CA students. Ladies and gentlemen, it is always told that as a chartered accountant, we cannot advertise ourselves. The only thing that we can do is networking. Networking is net worth. But what is that one component which helps us in networking? It is your interpersonal skills, your communication skills, and your soft skills. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the man himself, the chairman of SSEB Board of Studies here. If you have any doubts, any clarifications, we have always had that in the past. The man himself is here to clarify all your doubts and all your clarifications. Here, give it up for CA Mangesh Pandurang Kinare.
No. I think let Kotaji speak first, then I'll have a questions. See, friends, this is an interactive session on Board of Studies. You being so active students, as I can see in the inaugural session, I would expect some questions from you. And if you're not asking questions, then I'll make you stand someone and make you answer my questions. So over to you, Kotaji.
Also, the mics have been provided. The mics are there with the volunteers, and they are standing on all the 3 aisles. Whoever wants to ask a question to the dignitaries, please raise your hands and the mics will be provided to you. Thank you.
We will start our session with the Central Council member and the Conference Director. Give it up for CA Kota S. Srinivas.
Mattome namaskara. We have to catch the flight, so we are shortage of time. Another 15-20 minutes will complete this session. As we have, I said, the horse is there, so we can listen from him or take guidance from him. Whatever I was telling in my speech, few things I said I will speak afterwards. How to pass CA. Of course, everybody will have your own way of passing the CA, and you can have A to Z also to pass CA. I am only telling A to E, A, B, C, D, E. A is approach, B is blessings, C is challenge yourself, D is desperation, and E is effective efforts. When I say approach, you may ask what is that approach? Like sir was also saying, every day you write 1 paper of examination. I'm not telling that. Maybe you can try that also. I got to know that it's a very good exercise that you can write 1 paper every day. Today when he says you have to write paper every day, most of us doesn't have the skill sets. When he was doing articles, when I was doing articles in our student days, everything used to write in manually. Even books of accounts we have to prepare manually. We were having a Sunday test, which you people don't have now. So the approach I should say is, whether you can write the exams every day, that's up to you. At least what I would like to suggest is, read every day at least for 15 minutes. Within that 24 hours, you start reading 15 minutes every day, then you can keep on increasing that time. Maybe you can start with 15 minutes every day. After a week, you can go to 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Because I know you're also working in the offices, you may not get that much of time, ample time. So you at least make a point to read for 15 minutes. And second thing I would like to say, approach, how you will approach the examinations. So I've seen many people seeing the others, seeing your friends, because my friend is taking both the groups, I will also take both the groups. You should see whether you are capable of. What is your capabilities? I'm not saying that you are not capable, but still you have to analyze what I can do, what I am capable of. Just because your friend takes both the groups, you don't take both the groups. Just because he's writing 1 attempt, you also write the same attempt. If you are feeling that you are not confident, I'm not talking about capabilities, I'm talking about confidence. If you are not confident to write 1 particular exam, skip that. Nothing will happen. 6 months will come afterwards. It doesn't mean that I have to write every attempt. As sir said, 2 attempts. 1 for inter, 1 for final you can clear, or maybe 4 attempts if you take group wise. So don't worry about the attempts that I have to write this exam immediately in this attempt itself. Don't get into quarrel with your principal that I want 2 months leave, 3 months leave. You first analyze. The approach should be, if you are confident, if you are capable, kindly write that exam. B, I said already, the blessings from your parents is always required. Throughout your life, not only for passing CA examination, throughout your life, you have to take the blessings of your parents. Of course, on some special occasions, you also need to take the blessings of your principal. We say, Acharya Deva Bhava, Matru Deva Bhava and Pitru Deva Bhava will say, we equate mother, father and principal or guru to God. So there is no harm in taking blessings from your principal also on occasions. As I said, every day it may not be possible. Even your principal may not be available in the office to give blessings every day. The third thing I said is challenge yourself. What do you mean by challenge yourself? Say suppose if you are capable of understanding a particular subject by reading in English. If you are capable of reading English or sitting and read for 30 minutes, you have to challenge yourself. So why not I will sit for half an hour? If you can't write for 3 hours, you have to challenge yourself. See, the first question I ask my students when they come back from examination, for how many marks you wrote the exams. Most of them will not say that we wrote for 100 marks. That's a general feature. I think all of you would have faced that. You will not write for 100 marks. You have to write for 100 marks, maybe even 120 marks if possible. So that should be the skill sets. There's the speed at which you write. So you have to challenge yourself, why I cannot write for more than 100 marks in 3 hours. Then and certain skill sets you have to acquire, like how to use calculator in the examination. So it's very, very important how to use calculator in the examination, because you will not be providing computers. Only calculators you'll be using, and there are a lot of shortcuts even using in the calculators. You should learn that. So that is one more skill you have to learn, and how to read fast and understand fast. So you keep on challenging yourself. Today I could study for 3 hours. Tomorrow let me study for 3.5 hours or 4 hours. So you can keep on increasing. Don't challenge with others. I'm saying only challenge with yourself. And don't listen to your friends. Somebody says, I've already completed my syllabus, I'm doing the 4th revision, you will get tensed. Oh, already 4 ಸತಿ ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಓದಿ 4ನೇ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅವ್ರು 4 ಸತಿ ಓದ್ರೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, 4 ಸತಿ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಾಕು. It doesn't mean that you have to read 4 times, 1 time and revise for 4 times. What you can acquire, what you can remember, that is more important. Then D, desperation, I said. Of course, people will say you should have been determined to pass CA, you should be destined to become CA. But today I have decided the destination of all of you. You yourself has promised that you will become chartered accountants, so destination is there. One important thing I said is desperation. CA ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋಂಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು. So this is my life. Becoming CA is my life. Doing CA is my life. And it's not that you have to do CA, it should be part of your life. It should not be life. Doing CA should be part of your life. That should not be your life. ನಾನು 15 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ CA ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದಾಗಲ್ಲ. So when I say desperation, we have many examples. Today we come to know, or we keep meeting people who cannot even see. The blind people are completing CA. There are many CAs. In fact, the first blind chartered accountant came from this city, Bangalore itself. But now we are many people who are blind, or I should say physically challenged. Visually challenged or physically challenged. But God has given you everything. God has given us everything. So we can definitely do this. And the last one is effective efforts, I said. Already I have said what all the efforts you have to do, what all the skills that you have to acquire. See that you get all those things and you will be successful in the coming years. I said 5 years because as an average student, I am also an average student or above average student, I should say. I have taken 5 years to complete CA. So that's where I said from today 5 years, it doesn't mean that you have to take next 5 years. Already people may be in final, and already you would have written your exams. As our chairman said, January you may get the results. So you can be before January 29, I said, because we declare results in January for the exams that happens in November. So examination, I am the examination committee member, so I will have a share in all your success. So kindly remember me. So I'll have a share in all your success. In fact, from last year, we are doing, I should say, an excellent work by the examination committee and also the examination department. The first time in the history of ICI, in past 75 years, we were giving the results in 2 different dates, intermediate and final. From last year, we started giving both the results. We declared both the results of November 22 and May 23 on the same day. That was on January 10th and July 5th. And this time also we will repeat that because we cannot go back. So the results of both intermediate and final will be coming in the month of January. I cannot tell the date, but before 10th. Before 10th. So next 30 days is there for all of you. So I wish you all the best to all the people who have written the examinations. I wish I'll see all of you in the flying colors, half CA or full CA, whatever it is. When I talk about examination, of course, the new syllabus has come. There may be a lot of queries with respect to the new syllabus, and there may be a lot of queries with respect to the exemptions available. What will happen? Because from 2024, there is no old syllabus. So whatever the exams you are writing, whatever the papers that will be set, you have to take up that particular thing. If you have some questions, you can raise, or I can ask the branch to organize one more meeting in the branch. Anytime if you want, you can call on me or send a query. I'll be there to answer all your queries. Thank you once again.
So I'm not going to speak now. There's a Q&A session, rather interaction session. And as I said, we have 10 minutes on hand. If you don't have any questions, then I'll ask the questions. No, you can ask from there.
Sir, what is CA? According to you, CA, Chartered Accountant.
What is CA?
Yes.
He has, I think, already explained.
Can I explain?
Yeah, you can explain. Very good.
Can I come there?
No, you can stay from there.
Come here.
Time.
Tell your name.
My name is Abhilash GS. I am from Mandia. My father name is Dhananjaya. He is a farmer. I am basically from agriculture background. India is the future, guys. I directly challenge Joe Biden, Elon Musk. India is the future. We are the youths. I am here to explain CA. It is CA, it is company. It is ICII, it is India. It is India, it is world. It is world, it is global. So we have to think more enough. We have to follow 3 M's. First M is, who is the competition for yours? Tell. Competitions. Me is M, first M. Second M is money. Third M is mindset. Mindset is very, very important. I have so many
Only
thoughts.
thing I request you is that we have to leave in 10 minutes. So better you take 10 minutes, we'll leave now.
Sir, now you answer what is CA?
Yeah, you tell
Sir,
that first.
Sir, you answer.
So CA is a global profession. I was telling welcome to the noble profession. Today I will tell you welcome to the global profession. So Indian Chartered Accountant is sought after in the entire world, not only in India. Maybe sir will have more knowledge and more statistics. You cannot come here and say what is CA. Then you already joined, you're already doing the course. Now you cannot come and say what is the CA as such. So yeah. So you're clapping for him also, you're clapping for me also. No, this is not correct. You should know what you're thinking or what you're supposed to say. So doctors take care of the health of a person, chartered accountants take care of the health of the financial system of this country, and I am telling, if with you people, we can take the financial health of the entire world. See, in Europe, we have very, very small countries. It's almost equal to a state. There are countries which is less than Karnataka state also. So if you people are capable, you can go there. And now we have a person from India who is a prime minister in UK, but there may be chances people who are sitting here, you can be finance ministers also. Finance ministers not only in the state, but not only in the center, even in other countries as such. So we say that money is the lifeblood of the business. To take care of all these things, finance is very, very important. So financial discipline, we have to inculcate in our clients, and also we have to inculcate in your employers, when once you are getting into employment. He has already said about auditing, what is that you have to do. Even I said about auditing, what you have to do. So this is some service that we are giving to the nation. So it's a professional course. I think if you don't know much about CA, you can read the CA prospectus and get to know. Thank you for the...
Sir, thank you. I'm respecting your words. And you are telling that all are clearing 2029 exams. I'm telling that 2029 will India be the first in world,
Yes,
in global.
yes.
I can challenge that for you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
And
Any
also...
other question? Please friends, we have to ask for the other questions also. Anybody has any questions? Otherwise, we have to rush for the airport, please. I have a flight to catch. Otherwise, you'll have to give me a charter from here. Yes. Two more questions. Better. Yeah. All questions are directed to him only.
Okay, some other question directed to him. No. See, basically we were doing this 3 attempts, 6 attempts, 10 attempts and all were there earlier. Now MCA said nothing like that. Let us go to the new syllabus. And why are you worried about writing in the old syllabus for writing 8 papers? In new syllabus you can write 6 papers. Compound ಆರೋ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಹತ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಆರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇಡ ಸರ್ ಆ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಹತ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ.
Any other question?
Any questions?
Yes.
Last question. Yeah. Sir, even girls have to ask some 2-3 questions. 1/3 is already been.
Yes.
Yeah. Fast. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಹಾಂ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿನಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Yeah, you speak. I think you have not heard what our chief guest mentioned. And I think you have not heard what he also said. So chartered accountancy examination is about that only. It is not what you expect you will get. No, it is as per the curriculum and as per the requirements. The papers were there. Perhaps you are expecting too much because it's a last attempt. So don't expect such things, right? That is what I think sir also mentioned, that you are going by something which is, probability theory. Don't do that. Study properly. Many students, I think that students thought that it's a last attempt in the old curriculum, so okay, it is going to be relatively easy. I'll attempt it, no problem. It's an examination, boss, and Supreme Court has appreciated our examination system. So it's an examination, and we can proudly say we are chartered accountants because of such examinations. Please, if you start giving freebies, then I think nobody will value the chartered accountant. Last questions we'll take, and then I'll just wind up because we have to catch the flight. I have already put on Google.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for getting SSEB to us. My name is Nur Sabah. I belong to Bangalore, and I will be attempting November 24. So my question is, like, everybody is thinking about writing exams. Instead of thinking why we can't like attempt writing it, instead of thinking to write, why people don't write actually, and how do we think that these papers, these points, we need to connect with the given portions.
Frankly speaking, I'm not understood in the right perspective, but still, nothing to, that's a problem with us. She is, in fact, you should applaud us that at least she could have courage to stand and ask the questions. But if I put it in my words, I feel that how we connect our practical life or practical aspects with our examination, perhaps that is your question.
Practical life as well as the portions what is given, it's really very vast. So how do we feel that these we need to write these keywords in the exams? This is what.
Again, answer was given by our chief guest.
Practicing will do, sir. Like
See, I'll tell
80% of us will do.
I'll tell
But
you.
that doesn't come on our
I'll tell you
papers.
what, basically, writing examination is a skill to my mind. Right? Many knowledgeable students are not able to write the examinations, and that's why sir has given you a Guru Mantra. Syllabus is vast, it has to be vast, because our profession is spread in such a manner that you can take many aspects and start with the profession, either in employment or in a practice. So it has to be vast. Now my job is whether I understand the concept first as a student. Mugging will not help you. So understand the concept first. If at all I'm not understanding any words, you say that writing keywords, say for example sections or something of that kind. Important is writing the crux in an examination. Right? If you write a section correctly and if you write a wrong answer, nobody is going to give you marks. There are no such marks for, what you can say, the keywords or sections or that kind of a thing. Examination is seen, examiner sees from the perspective that whether the student has understood or not. So don't be under that prey that, no, I have to by heart these things. And that pressure, in fact, you start thinking that, concepts are not important, this is important. It's not, it's exactly reversed. So concepts are important once you understand the concepts, and that is why it's a why aspect. Why aspect one should imbibe into it. Why it is mentioned like this. And once you understand the logic, everything isn't based on simple logic. Even income tax deductions on logic. Why the deductions are given? Because of something has to be taken, helpful for the government. So if you understand the basic concept of that, replying is something which is, you have to elaborate. And that is why, in fact, I will now conclude the session by telling what is SSEB is doing from that perspective. Board of Studies Academics does the academics, teaches you academics, gives the studying material, gives you, takes the mock test and so on and so forth. Student Skill Enrichment Board is trying to develop the skill sets among you, the additional soft skills amongst you, so that it will be helpful to you in a practical life, also in the examination. I'll give you only one examination which Kotaji mentioned in a speech, and then I'll conclude. And you have to introspect how many of you really attend the SSEB sessions on the practical training modules. Today there is one session. Of course, I will not advise you to attend today because you are in a conference. But we have conducted one session on fast reading. Fast reading. Many of us may be coming from vernacular medium, including me also. I have also come from vernacular medium as far as till 10th standard is concerned. And we face an issue with the reading English also. Reading does not mean reading the words. Reading means going through it and understanding it. 15 minutes are given for paper reading, and many times students read it but don't understand what is asked. So fast reading workshops help the students to develop that skill sets. I don't want to ask because I don't have time, but I'm pretty sure that very minuscule of the students sitting here might have attended it, because you are not taking the interest. You means not only you, many of the students are not taking the interest of the activities conducted by the institute for the students. In fact, I fondly ask this, and I'll conclude this by saying that what is the fees charged for this conference? 500, 700, whatever it may be. Do you feel that rent of this auditorium, food which you are having, the material which is given to you, it's sufficient to fund this? Then where from money has come? Where from money has come? Institute, Student Skill Enrichment Board is giving a grants. Now where from these grants come? From your fees. Now ultimately it is your money which is being returned to you by virtue of many such activities. Conference is one of them. And if I am not able to take advantage of what I am paying, right, whether you are a good financial person, you can introspect and ask. And if I am not able to utilize my money properly, how I am going to consult or tell my clients or my employers that how to use finances properly. So first, let us take interest in the activities of the institute. It is going to help you in all respects, not only in examination, but as importantly sir said, what after examination. Right? So take interest in that, all the activities, and involve yourself and be after the branch that more and more activities should be conducted. In fact, SSEB has written to the branches that the computer center should be open for students after the batches if they want to practice regarding any curriculum. I don't think many students are approaching the branch. So be after branch that this is my premises, this is my institute, I want to make fullest use of it, and let them run for your activities. Run in the sense, in the right earnest. Thank you very much.
No more questions. Last thing. No. Last, I'll tell you tomorrow, you can meet me. So, because we have to leave, the only to answer that question of what she said, one thing is you can write these mock examinations which SSEB conducts. So you will get an idea how it will be corrected, and you will come to know what you are supposed to write. Second thing, last thing I would like to say, while preparing for the examination, it should be hard work, not smart work. I know all of you are smart, but don't do smart working. One example I'll give. In November 22 examination, when we were evaluating the papers, one of the subject, the performance was good. May 23, when we were evaluating, the performance was not up to the expectation. We asked the faculty and also the head examiner, why the performance of the students is bad. Why? We analyze each and every thing, even the questions also we analyze what is the performance of each and every question as such. The what do you call this, faculty and head examiner said, so students were very smart, so they couldn't answer this. The reason being, in November 22, there was a chapter where we had asked for 25 marks. Everybody thought in May 23, from this chapter, questions will not be asked. But we had asked for 30 marks. So don't think you are smart. CA Institute is more smart than all of you. So with this note, I would like to wish you again all the best. If possible, tomorrow when I come, I can address you. If you have anything, tomorrow I'll be here. We can discuss offline also. Thank you.
A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you both.